Behemoth became a beast of legend after appearing in Godzilla King of the Monsters, the third installment in the Monsterverse set of movies. In hopes of bringing another mammal titan into the fray, Behemoth is the only known kaiju other than Kong that is not a reptile, insect, or some sort of sea creature. After thousands of years, Behemoth was awakened due to the call of Earth's new temporary alpha, Ghidorah. But now kneels only to the one true king, at least for now. The first thing that catches your eye when beholding Behemoth is the titan's monstrous tusks, each reaching well over 100 feet in estimated length. And after such an incredibly long lifespan, the tusks have started to grow moss and vegetation, even having vines extending dozens of feet towards the ground below. The titan itself resembles another one of Earth's tusked creatures, the mammoth, even having a trunk, although much smaller in size, something more like that of a tapir, which also roams the jungles of South America, within Behemoth's kingdom. But that is not the only real-life animal that this beast shares traits with. And this next one may come as a surprise to some. A sloth. No, not the docile, tree-living creatures of today. The ancient giant sloth. You can see how Behemoth's fur is similar to that of the sloth, almost having a greasy and wiry sort of appearance and texture. The titan's body is only partially covered in this fur, but it is enough to protect the beast from attacks and do a good job at hiding the creature's surprisingly small ears. These physical traits all sound relatively normal in the grand scheme of life on the planet, but the beast does have some features that are anything but ordinary. Like the jagged spurs that reach down the monster's spine, possibly being protrusions that grow from the titan's spine itself. The purpose of these spines are unknown, but it very well could be a side effect of the titan's immense bone structure, or a form of defense against other titans. While Behemoth certainly looks strange as it approaches you, the creature's profile view is even more bizarre. With front legs nearly twice as tall as its hind legs, this extreme variation at first looks like a severe design flaw. But then you see why its body has adapted to this form. Look real close at the titan's forelimbs. See those gigantic claws? These are its secondary choice of weaponry when the tusks aren't getting the job done. Behemoth's posture, stance, and gait are similar to that of a gorilla, as you can see how it walks on its knuckles, and even how it can support its full body weight on its hind legs, allowing complete use and range of motion with its front legs and deadly claws. These claws can rip through man-made structures with ease, and the same is said for other titans' flesh, much like how the giant ground sloths would have used their claws to tear open tree trunks and fend off predators. Reports have yet to detail just how large Titanus Behemoth is exactly, although we can make some guesstimations. It appears like Behemoth is slightly shorter than Godzilla, and the beast walks on all fours. You can also see that Behemoth is around half the height of the tallest buildings in Rio de Janeiro, which tend to range between 600 and 750 feet tall. Using this information, we can feel comfortable saying that Behemoth is around 300 feet tall when on all fours, but possibly reaching heights up to 400 feet when reared back on his hind legs. Godzilla in the Monsterverse is said to weigh 90,000 tons, but with a name like Behemoth, we would be surprised if this titan did not outweigh the king, possibly even maxing out well over 100,000 tons in weight. But these are all just calculated guesses, and the actual numbers will require more time to study the beast. The titan's size is exactly why it earned the name Behemoth. Behemoth in biblical terms means a giant land-faring beast, to go side by side with Leviathan, the ocean-dwelling equivalent. But the South American locals have given it another name, Mapinguari, the same name given to a South American mythological creature that was said to have the appearance of an ape-sloth hybrid. It appears that Behemoth is one of the more docile of the titans, only causing destruction when provoked or when taking the directions of an alpha. Otherwise, the beast is slow and lumbering, much like that of an elephant. But if you know anything about elephants, then you know that this can change in an instant. The same could be said for Behemoth. Radiation excrements from Behemoth's body have restored rainforests that were previously leveled due to excessive logging. Its feces has insane levels of energy stored within that can be used for fertilizer and numerous sources of fuel. That last bit there brings up a valid question. Do all titans poop? Behemoth's final and possibly most crucial feature is its apparent flame-proof fur and thick hide. Within the official novelization of Godzilla King of the Monsters, Behemoth escapes from the Monarch facility containing it after being awoken by Ghidorah. Within this chaos, a gas line was ruptured and soon began spewing white and blue flames all over Behemoth's body. Blue-white flames reached temperatures of 2,400 to 2,700 degrees Fahrenheit, plenty hot enough to cook the meat right off of you. To Behemoth, however, these super hot jet streams of fire didn't even faze the beast. Behemoth is a super titan, but not quite as powerful as Rodan, Mothra, and Godzilla. For that reason, we give Behemoth a 80 out of 100 score on the Titan Danger Report. Did you like our first Monarch File Titan Report? Make sure to share this video and subscribe to become a resident today and show us you want more. I thank you all so much for watching our content, and I hope you stick with us on our great journey. Which Titan do you want to learn about next? And on that note, as always, to you, the residents of Dangerville, peace out.